Let's talk about modifier keys. These are things that are going to keep you from spending so much time clicking and dragging and lining things up with your eyes that you can hold down a couple of keys and have regions snap to each other. This is called snapping. And you can hold down a modifier key to snap in various ways. So let's start with getting one region to line up with the start of the next region. So right here, I have a drum loop. And then I have a guitar loop here. And so I want the drum loop and the guitar loop to start at the exact same time, but I don't want to be dragging around here trying to line it up, zooming in, all that stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. Click a little bit before the region, hit Tab, which is going to put my cursor right at the front. And then I'm going to hold down Control and click the region with the grabber. And what that does is it snaps this particular region to wherever the cursor is. So I could put a cursor here, hold down Control, click it, and it snaps to where that cursor is. So that's a really cool way, especially if you're lining up shouts or hits or whatever. So another function is to get the end of the region to snap to the beginning of the next region. So let's say I wanted the guitar to precursor the drums. So I would, again, click before the region, hit Tab, and then at this time, I'm going to hold down Control Apple and click, or Control Command. And that butts the end up to the selection. So then I can start like this. And there you go, and that makes it nice and fluid. Another cool function is the sync point, and this is used mostly in film, sound for picture, so that you can line something up to a particular frame. So in this particular piece right here, I would like the main part of the hit, that peak, the peak of this wipe right here, to start when the drums start. But if I hold down Control and click this region, it's going to start the region, the whole region at the start of the drums. But I don't want that. I want it to start right here. So let's undo that. And then I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to find the spot where I'd like to sync to. So let's say right there is the hit. So what you're going to do is hold down Command, comma, and you'll see it puts a sync point right here, a little arrow. And so you can still hold down Control and click and it'll snap to the front of your region. So in order to snap to that sync point, you want to put your cursor here at the beginning of the drum loop, and then you hold down Control, Shift, and click, and now the sync point lines up to the beginning of the drums. So you have something like this. Let's mute that. And you can line it up anywhere. You can, anywhere your cursor is, just like the control modifier, you can line up the sync point. So let's say I don't want it to happen on the first drum beat. I want it to happen right there. So again, I just click right there and I hold down Control, Shift, click, and there's the sync point lined right up. Pretty cool stuff, and that'll save you a ton of time while you're trying to hit that deadline.